So, Poilievre announced a bunch of things that he wants to do in order to protect seniors from getting scammed. And listen, I'm not opposed to protecting people when it comes to getting scammed. But one, seniors aren't the only people getting scammed. People get scammed all the time. Just because, you're younger doesn't mean you're always going to recognize when someone's going to try to scam you. So why he's specifically focusing on seniors seems a little weird to me. But let's just talk about a few of the things that he wanted to do. So basically, he wants to put like mandatory restrictions on suspicious activity or transactions on seniors' accounts. So, first of all, how do you determine, like, what point do you determine someone's a senior? Are you going to talk like 65 and older? So, you're going to be putting restrictions on people's accounts 65 or older, whether they are competent or not mentally. Seems a little strange, but okay. So, generally when they're talking about suspicious activity, they're talking about large amounts of money being taken out, that sort of thing. So they want to put a 24-hour hold on. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but I think some people might get a little annoyed if they want to make a large purchase and then they have to wait 24 hours. But then some of the other things that he wants to do is basically make the laws harsher for anyone who's caught scamming a senior. But again, shouldn't you be going after anybody that scams anybody? Like, why are we still focusing on seniors? This is a problem across the board. Lots of people get scammed. And the other problem is that it's great that you want to make all these laws that makes it, a harsher penalty for someone who's caught scamming. But do you know that most of the scams happen overseas? Like, we're talking like, Nigeria and India and, all of these. And the thing is that Canada has been trying to deal with it for like at least a decade or more. And there's nothing they can do. If the scammer is in a foreign country, you have to work with the foreign country. And frankly, the Indian government really doesn't care. The Nigerian government especially does not care. Like, these countries don't care. They're not going to deal with the scammers in, like, I went through this whole period because I was dealing with a lot of like sugar daddy scammers and such appearing in my inboxes. I was watching all of these like different YouTube shows, Scammer Payback, and there's another guy, Green something or other, and like they do an amazing job at tracking all these but even they know like law enforcement doesn't do anything. So they're pretty much like going after these scammers on their own. They're just trying to do whatever they can to shut down operations. Now, sometimes they can work with governments and get large places shut down, but it's really difficult for them. So most of the time it's just them trying to like screw with these guys and make it so that it's not worthwhile, that they know that they're constantly tracking them and watching their computers and trying to protect like their victims and stuff like that. But like it always seems like every time Poilievre brings up something, it's like a big nothing. It's a big nothing. Like, great, so you're going to make harsher penalties for people that don't exist in our country, that are committing these crimes that don't exist in our country. I mean, yeah, sometimes there are Canadians that are involved. Sometimes they're money mules or whatever like that. But that's like, if you take it the money mules, who cares? You've still got the main operation that is not going to go away. It doesn't really do anything. You're getting the low level, like, criminals here. Like, that seems to be Poilievre's thing. Like, he just wants to create all these laws that aren't going to actually do anything to actually stop the situation, that stops the actual cause of the crimes.